guys, it is super windy here. This van is like a big sail in said wind. But I have to check in and I have to keep going because I've only got about 8 hours to go per the nav, which means it could be pulling into Jackson tonight. But there is food to eat, gas to worry about, and dogs to feed. So, either way, still on time to show up and stand in solidarity with We Are the 74 as they occupy the governor's mansion in Jackson, Mississippi, demanding their medical cannabis freedom. Oh my gosh, this thing is just all over the road. I can do this. Great news. Gas is like $2.70 in Oklahoma City, so I was able to top off with what little bit I had left, but I still need your guys' help with gas. So thank you so much for dropping down on the GoFundMe. That continues to grow. That is awesome. That will help sustain the protesters and handle logistics in regards to carpooling people in while the demonstration is going on. I mean, we don't know how long this will last. It depends on when the governor decides to make a move and give the people what they voted for, which is a legal medical cannabis market. So thank you for throwing out the GoFundMe. Please head over to platoon420.com, hit the donate button, and throw down a few bucks for gas for me. I've got a full tank because of that awesome cheap gas in Oklahoma City, but I know I'm going to fill up at least one more time before I get there. What else is there to catch you up to date on? Oh, I joined Wendy Love Edge on Weed Speak on the Relevant app yesterday to talk about what is going on. And just to update anybody who isn't aware, 74% of Mississippi voters said yes to medical cannabis in November. In May, the Supreme Court told them that they couldn't have it on a pesky technicality that requires you to get signatures from 5 congressional districts when only 4 actually exist in the state. So they did some negotiation. Tate called a special session and said he would pass it, but only if they changed the language in the bill to cap the THC at a certain number, which I don't know. Bro, that's not how this works. That is not what the people voted on. Sorry. So kudos to Bethany Hill and the We Are the 74 network community. I say, safe to say at this point, I mean 74% of Mississippians is what this group is representing. Kudos to you guys for not backing down. There's been some decrim bills, whether it be cannabis and specifically the decriminalization of plant medicine that was introduced in New Mexico. And they wanted peyote taken out of that. I'm not going to get into why. That group said okay and took peyote out of the language. Doesn't mean they're stopping. But my point is, sometimes people give in. In the case of Mississippi, absolutely do not give in to their bullshit. I mean, that's the only thing I can describe it as now. You've got 74% of your voters saying yes to something, I don't care what it is, and y'all are going to turn around and say no and not expect a response. And then when you get a response, you expect them to just lay down and, take more tyranny. No. So kudos to We Are the 74. Guys, that's why I'm heading out there. I was there back in the summertime for a rally. Me and Adam were invited out. And what I saw is what I remember in Maryland, what got me into being more active of an activist. I saw a group of people who were legitimately terrified, and they want to speak up, but they can't because there's no laws now. Cannabis is still illegal. You're still a dirty criminal in Mississippi for having it anywhere close to you, right? So they can't speak up, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith can't say what they really want to say because they're scared to lose their jobs, or maybe they'll get kicked out of the church or kicked out of the bowling league or out of the PTA. Cannabis hasn't been normalized, not even a little bit, in Mississippi yet. Not even a little bit. I need to be a voice for those people. You know, those people have everything to lose in their fight for freedom, and that's what the powers that be are expecting. That's what they're hoping for, is you will be so scared that you won't speak up. And they are scared, and a lot of them shouldn't speak up because they need to maintain the peace and stability within their lives. Okay, but I have nothing to lose. And a lot of other activists in the cannabis community, they have nothing to lose either. And that's why it's so important as a nationwide cannabis community for all of us to come together. I don't care which state it is. If something is seriously going wrong in a cannabis industry, and give me another hour of your time and I can give you terrible things in every cannabis industry nationwide. But this is a scene where in a nation where we have a democratic system, 74%, almost 3/4 of the voting population said yes to an issue, and the state still told them no. And in this case, it's cannabis. So, cannabis community, come together. I will be going through Arkansas soon. If there's anybody in the Arkansas area that wants to carpool in with me, hit me up. Platoon420.com has all my information. Again, you guys, and I hate doing this, but I need some help with gas. I'm going to need to fill up one more time. So if you could head on over to Cash App, hashtag Platoon420, or you can click the donate tab at Platoon420.com. I could use a little help. I'm going to need some help getting back home too. And again, that GoFundMe, which right now is growing every day, thank you, is going to go help facilitate food, smoke, water, travel logistics for the participants of the Occupy rally. So make sure you keep throwing down on that. Actually, you know, go throw down $20 on the GoFundMe. And then go ahead over to Platoon420.com and throw down $2. Give me a little help. We all get by. A little help from our friends. All right, y'all. It's getting super, super warm in here with the sun. I need to crack this window and turn the air on, which means there's going to be all sorts of background noise. So for now, I am going to sign off. I will check in with everybody later this afternoon and let you know how far down the road, how much closer I am to Mississippi, and then I'll be showing you the situation on the ground. I did mention that I was going to be streaming on multiple platforms. I haven't got any sponsors yet. If you look at my original post, and Christ, I haven't even had time to sit down and update the website. I've got 5 sponsorship positions available for any area businesses or groups that want to help sponsor me, separate from the protesters, which is the GoFundMe account. And once we get that sponsorship, we can take this to the next level. I can start broadcasting across YouTube, Odyssey, Twitch, we got Twitter, I can broadcast across multiple platforms if I have the resources to do it, and that's where the sponsors come in. So, help me out, guys. I'm going to send out some more emails at the next stop and check back in with you. Remember, pass joints, not judgment. We are all in this together. Peace and love, y'all.